Here are the casts and the characters they play. Davika Horn. Mai. As Kitika, Kanghan, an award-winning fashion designer. She is a gutsy woman who has faced a strained relationship with her mother ever since she left her father to marry a wealthy man, Paphop. Additionally, she loathes the chairman of GU Mall, Pruda, for trying to bribe her in exchange for stopping contact with her grandson, Dean, in the past. She meets Sira, the vice chairman of GU Mall, by chance and often engages in banter, teasing him for being overly conscious of hygiene. Upon being wrongly accused of plagiarism by Sira's company, she not only ends up working with his company to prove her innocence but also moves in to stay with him. While living with Sira, she grapples with adapting to his excessively clean and neat lifestyle, which leads to constant bickering and teasing between them. Living and working with Sira, she gradually adapts to his meticulous hygiene lifestyle and develops feelings of affection for him. While she hides her feelings from Sira, she is being pursued by Dean, Sira's adopted brother, whom she had rejected in the past. As a result of this, she is being targeted by Pruda, Dean's grandmother, who perceives her as a gold digger and aims to remove her from Dean's life. Pudiche Kasetsan. Push. As Sira. Vice chairman of a big shopping mall named GU. He is the vice chairman of GU Mall and the adopted grandson of the mall's chairwoman, Pruda. He is a neat freak and has germophobia, refraining from having any direct physical contact with anyone, fearing the contraction of germs. Encountering Kitika by chance, he recommends her to join GU Mall despite her tendency to frequently touch him unexpectedly and her entanglement in a plagiarism issue concerning GU Mall. Due to an unforeseen situation, he ends up reluctantly allowing Kitika to live with him. Living with her presents a challenge as he grapples with her untidiness. Yet, over time, he discovers a growing fondness for her, gradually overcoming his germophobia. He shares a very close bond with his adopted brother, Dean, and is aware that Dean has a crush on Kitika. Facing pressure from his adopted grandmother, Pruda, he is forced to choose between betraying Dean and Kitika to make Dean give up on Kitika or being dismissed from GU Mall and risking Kitika's life being ruined by Pruda. Jakran Kongwanki Adiche. Jackie. As Dean. Adopted brother of Sira. He embraces a carefree lifestyle, evading his grandmother's desire for him to join GU Mall, despite being the company's sole heir. Sharing a close bond with his adopted brother Sira, he is content to have Sira manage GU Mall, given his own lack of interest in working there. He fell in love with Kitika while they were studying abroad but was abandoned by her. Upon meeting her again, he is devastated when Kitika continues not to reciprocate his love. He finally agrees to work at GU Mall and is surprised to find Kitika is employed there too. Working alongside Kitika, he discovers that he still has feelings for her and decides to pursue her once again. He becomes furious upon learning that Sira also harbors affection for Kitika. However, he later decides not to be hostile towards Sira, as he values their brotherly bond. He strikes a deal with Sira, agreeing that both will pursue Kitika simultaneously, and gives Kitika the freedom to choose between them. Unbeknownst to him during this time, he finds himself developing feelings for Chanara, his longtime secret admirer who is also Kitika's stepsister. Caroline Emma Springett. As Chanara. Kitika's stepsister. She has always disliked Kitika, accusing both her and her mother of living off her father's wealth. Her resentment towards Kitika also arises from the fact that not only does her father consider Kitika as his own daughter, but he also holds her in higher esteem than her. She also harbors secret feelings for Dean, who is known to have affection only for Kitika. As her relationship with Kitika eventually improves and Kitika repeatedly assures her that she only sees Dean as a good friend, she realizes that, like Kitika, she is also despised by Pruda. Tenpak Siracle. Tai. As Pruda, chairman of GU Mall, grandmother of Dean and adopted grandmother of Sira. When her grandson, Dean, lost his parents as a boy, she adopted Sira from an orphanage to be Dean's companion. Over the years, being a strict woman, she appointed Sira as GU Mall's vice chairman while nurturing a strong desire for her sole heir, Dean, to join the company. However, despite her many efforts, the carefree Dean has no interest in working at GU Mall, prompting her to pressure Sira, who shares a close bond with Dean, to persuade him to work at GU Mall. She is furious upon learning that Sira has employed Kitika to work at GU Mall. Her dislike for Kitika stems from the belief that, like her mother, Kitika is a gold digger, similar to her perception of her late son's girlfriend. Knowing that her grandson, Dean, harbors love for Kitika, she makes every effort to keep Kitika out of Dean's life. Exploiting Sira's gratitude for her for adopting him as a child, she pressures Sira to join her plot to make Dean give up on Kitika. Since she doesn't fully trust Sira and believes he might not be willing to betray Dean and Kitika, she has her own plans in place to break up Dean and Kitika. Benjamin Artner. Bao. As Kansani, a fashion designer. She works for Kitika's stepfather Paphop, who upon learning that he desires to hire Kitika to a prominent position at her expense, quits to join GU Mall. In a fashion designing competition, representing GU Mall, she plagiarizes Kitika's work but frames Kitika for the plagiarism instead. To her shock, Kitika, who does not want her stepfather's company to be embroiled in the case, quits and ends up being hired by Sira to work at GU Mall, as her superior. Furious and jealous of Kitika, she vows to make efforts to undermine her and have Kitika removed from GU Mall. However, her actions backfire, leading to her removal from GU Mall. To everyone's surprise, she is then re-employed by Sira's adopted grandmother, Pruda, and makes a comeback to GU Mall as Kitika's superior, with the sole purpose of confronting Kitika. Thanakorn Chinakul. As Mahakul, Sira's personal assistant. He is not just a loyal personal assistant but also a good friend to Sira. Unlike Sira's previous assistants, he can endure Sira's distinct inclination for extreme hygiene and is always prepared to disinfect both Sira and his surroundings. Mintita Watanakul. Mint. As Rosarin, Sira's secretary. Mahureen Pongpudpunth. As Paran, Kitika's mother. Her daughter, Kitika, harbors resentment towards her for leaving her husband to marry a wealthy man, which has led Kitika to develop an aversion to depending on affluent people. It is only when she falls sick that her relationship with Kitika starts to improve slightly. Despite being despised by her stepdaughter Chanara, who accuses her of marrying her father for his wealth, she holds no hatred for Chanara. While she can endure Chanara's cold treatment towards her, she will not allow Chanara to harm Kitika in any way. Oliver Pupar. As Popop, Chanara's father and stepfather of Kitika. A loving husband to Kitika's mother, he runs a garment company. He treats his stepdaughter, Kitika, as his own and has always wished for her to live with them. Holding Kitika in higher regard than his own daughter, Chanara, he invites her to work in his company, offering her a prominent position. His actions irk his daughter, Chanara, who perceives Kitika as attempting to take her father's wealth from her. Even when Kitika eventually leaves the company, he continues to support her, going to the extent of demoting his own daughter for attempting to harm Kitika. Varocha Padarachakai. Gina. As Tata, a popular model who pursues Dean because he is the heir of GU Mall but later shifts her target to Sira. Kemarat Sunthornant. Ong. As Wareu, Tata's manager. Pongtiwat Tengwacharawan. Blue. As Nanam. Neighbor of Sira and Ketika. Pakchat Thyamchai. Jib. As. Palada. Ketika's co-worker at GU Mall. Simon Young. Kiran. As. Kiran. Ketika's co-worker at GU Mall. Natharat Kornkayo. Champ. As. Yathan. An employee at GU Mall. Runglawan Thanahongsa. As. Thita. An employee at GU Mall. Fuchong Yothapitak. As. Fuat. A manager at GU Mall. DJ Pausawa. As. Dr. Chow. Sira's personal doctor. Jangya Thanasawankun. Ya. As. Pathama. Caretaker at Primuta's residence who dotes on Dean. Ratawan Ayam Tizong. Min. As. Meta. A servant at Pop-Up's residence. Wayne Falconer. As. Ketika's father.
จะทำให้คุณมีความสุขขอบคุณที่เชื่อใจเรานะคะเราพร้อมจะทำให้คุณนั้นยิ้มได้ขอความกรุณางดสูบบุหรี่เพื่อสุขภาพที่ดีสำหรับคุณลูกค้าเรามีเจลล้างมือคอยบริการทุกเวลาและห่วงและแค่ทุกๆคนที่อยู่เซ็นเตอร์บริการด้วยใจสะอาดสดใสได้คุณภาพคับฟ้าเราดีกว่าเราปังและเราเป๊ะทุกระเบียบนิ้ว
Credit to PPTV. Thank you for watching.